We're going to turn this into this. Hi there, this is Big Spruce Rabbitry, and today I'm going to show you how I built this cage from a wood stand I found at the dump and rabbit wire, and discuss a little bit about how to build cages of your own design. This is a multi-level cage, and it's one of our favorite cages we have. We got it off of Craigslist for about $30, but if we bought it new, a cage like this would go $70 to something over $100. It is my inspiration for the cage that I'll be showing you how I built today. This cage was designed for a small pet breed, so I use it for growing out fryers and attach it to the run that I'm sitting in, so they get a lot of room. The cage I want to build for Diamond will be bigger than this so that it'll actually have enough room for a meat rabbit. Meat rabbit does should have at least 9 square feet for them and their babies. And the cage I'm going to build is going to have a lot more room than that. There you go, guys. About a week ago, with a rabbit baby boom imminent, we decided that we had to build some more cage space. Also, this cage isn't winterized yet, so I'm going to save it for a later video for when I plywood up the sides and put insulation on. The supplies you'll want to have on hand for building a cage like this would be rabbit wire, J-clips, needle nose pliers, and bolt cutters. You'll be using all of these tools a lot. So I'm going to take you through the types of wire that you can use to make cages out of. This is the absolute best wire to build rabbit cages out of. It is called rabbit baby saver wire and is 1 inch by 1/2 inch galvanized mesh. It is heavy but acts like a trampoline underneath the rabbit's feet. When installing this type of wire, there's a right way and a wrong way to install it. You should look at the wire and see that the long wires are on top, not the short wires. This will give the greatest support for your rabbit's feet. This is the structural wire that I'll be using to build the sides of my cage. It is 1 inch holes. You can also use 1 by 2 inch mesh, but baby rabbits can squeeze through this, and you'll need to put baby saver wire over the bottom few inches of your cage if you use it. Finally, I'll be making the roof of my cage out of hardware cloth. Hardware cloth should never be used on parts of the cage where the rabbit's feet are going to be. It does not act like a trampoline under their feet, and the wire is too thin and will actually cut into the fur on the bottoms of their feet. So there is a right type of wire and a wrong type of wire to build rabbit cages out of. This is the wrong stuff. Don't use hardware cloth. The other thing is it will rust through in a couple of years of rabbit use. I've got 5 pieces of wire cut. I'm now going to cut the sides so that they fit, because it's longer one way than the other, and I need a little bit of extra wire from one of the sides, and that's what I'm cutting out now. Hello there, turkey. I'm going to go weave these two wires together using J-clips. I've got the 4 side panels for the sides of the cage. I'm going to J-clip them together and fold it up and have a cage. Before I attach the roof and the floor, I'm going to put in 2 shelves, this one on the top, this one on the second level, to make this a multi-level cage. The shelves are J-clipped along the back, but I'm now going to get the shelves J-clipped along the sides so that they'll be fully installed. The cage is J-clipped together. I'm going to put it up on its stand. This is a close-up of how to install a J-clip. A J-clip is called a J-clip because of the J shape. The first thing you do when you take a J-clip out of the package is you bend it over a little bit so that you now have a C-clip. Okay, that's done. I found this piece of hardware cloth at the dump. It will make a very good top for my rabbit cage. Hardware cloth should never be used as an actual floor for rabbits though, because the wire mesh is too thin and will actually cut into their feet. So when you're building a rabbit cage, use actual rabbit wire as the cage floors, but you can use the hardware cloth for sides or the top, anywhere where the rabbits will not actually be touching. Now that the cage is J-clipped together, I'm going to put 2 doors in, one for the top and one for the middle. We're going to want to make sure that this door is at a comfortable height and that a nest box can be put into through the door. The J-clips are not actually big enough to hold the door up, so I actually am going to use wire to wire the door on. And there we go, we got a door. I'll show you a close-up of how I wired it together. With the door in, I'm going to clip out the wires I don't need, then fold the pokey bits back in toward the cage so it'll be safe for me to go in and out of this door easily. In the hole. I'll also be leaving an overlap between this door and the cage so that I'll be able to close this door without having any problems. There's the last one. I'm going to fold in all those pokey ends. So I've got the door in. I'm going to make sure it's big enough for the nest box. Perfect. So I've got a carabiner here as a latch for the door to keep rabbits in. I'm going to hold off on putting the upper door in though for now and just get this thing positioned where it's supposed to be. I've got the new cage positioned. I'll get the plywood and insulation over it over the coming months, but for now I'm just going to get Diamond moved in. Hey, Diamond. I'll go get her a food and water dish. Hoping you discover the second level, but you will. Well, it looks like I might have to do a little bit of bunny rescue. Diamond went up to the top shelf by herself, but I haven't seen her come back down, and she seems to want to come down, but doesn't seem to know how to. So I'm going to put in a new ramp so she can get between levels. She grew up in a cage a lot like this. I didn't think this would be a problem, but apparently bunnies aren't that smart. I just got back from the dump with a brand new door for Diamond. Then discovered that a ramp was all she needed and she's been down to feed her babies. I hope you found this cage build inspiring. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our farm store in the description.